Hi, it's day 3, sorry, in France. Yesterday I made a video and I was talking about this dilemma. Should I just not worry about what I was eating and just, I can cope with it for a couple of weeks? Or should I actually make the effort because I didn't know the feelings that it would bring up in me, and how many steps back it would effectively be on my my progress with my weight control and my food issues. And I finished by saying I was going to do some self-hypnosis and kind of ask my subconscious what to do. Well, funny enough, I just couldn't do it. The first time ever I could not do any self-hypnosis. I kept trying to get into that relaxed state and it just didn't happen. And so I thought, well, I'll try and think of something more relaxing. Fell asleep, woke up in the morning, same story, and the kids woke up, so I had to get up. It was almost like I was trying too hard. I got up and I thought, well, I can't ask anyone else. Don't seem to be able to ask my subconscious, so I have to do the best with what I've got, which is my conscious mind. And really glad I made the video yesterday, because I realised out of everything I said that really the most important thing for me is this the risk of creating feelings of I'm rubbish and all this because I've let my eating go. And I realised that is far more important to me not to happen than it is this idea of just, well, I'm relaxing, I've got to be on holiday. So I decided, well, no, I will make the effort to stick to my good habits, even though I'm on holiday. So I had a high protein breakfast, and that made a real difference because it tends to calm my mind down and it helps me make better decisions. And it also, the day starts well. I didn't have a completely successful day with sticking to my habits because I hadn't prepared. It's all about preparation, isn't it? I hadn't prepared any lunch. We didn't have any food in, and we had a day out to a kind of a theme park. So for lunch, we bought it there, and it was really, bad, unhealthy food. But I didn't go mad. And the good thing was, after we'd had the kind of savoury part, everyone else had pudding, and I didn't. I had coffee, and I have to tell you, I love French coffee, and it gives me it's like rocket fuel. It just gives me a real buzz. I shouldn't have it too often, and I don't. So also the great thing was, they all finished their pudding before I finished my coffee. So I said to Steve, oh, I just want to finish this, you take the kids off, I'll join you in a minute. And so I got like 5 minutes of sitting on my own in this beautiful kind of cafe in Wood, drinking my coffee, just 5 minutes peace. Oh, it was great. Now I wouldn't have got that if I'd had pudding, because I could have taken it with me. But the really, really brilliant thing was this feeling of like inner power I've had recently. I got this surge of it when I said no to pudding. It wasn't the coffee, because that gives me a buzz, but it's more sort of superficial. This was kind of really sort of deep inside, and it's like yesterday when I made that video, I saw a real kind of opposition between doing the right thing and then feeling good. So, because to me, yesterday, feeling good was being able to relax and not having to make the effort. But what I realised was doing the right thing and having that bit of self-discipline to say no to pudding kind of sort of brought out this feeling of this inner power. And I thought that was a really interesting kind of flip to the way I was thinking yesterday. And it really struck me. It's a bit like Superman, because Clark Kent is a really shy man, and he always looks really nervous when he's about to go into his phone box and get changed into his Superman costume. But there's two things about Clark Kent. The first is that when he saved the world from all the baddies, which is obviously quite stressful, much more than getting changed into your costume. When he saves the world, he feels really good. And the other thing is, he actually loves flying. So he actually loves the process, part of the process of, you know, of the crime fighting, of the being the superhero, if you see what I mean. And it was as if, like, having the coffee instead of the pudding was a bit like me. It was a bit like Superman flying. It was like, I actually enjoy the process of doing what's right for me. And so I thought that's I love this little way of thinking, well, I'm being a bit like Superman here. And I don't think it's arrogant. I think it's really funny. And I think it's, instead of being self-deprecating and making, you know, if somebody says, oh, you look good, the obvious, you know, everyone's stock response to that is, oh, well, you know, they make some excuse, oh, well, it's these shoes or something. So instead of saying, oh, it was a bit of a fluke and I was lucky, you know, I just managed to say no, it's like, no, I'm bloody great. I am like Superman, saying no to that and like owning the power. And I think that that's really the way forward. And if anybody thinks I'm full of myself, well, I don't care, because you can watch all the other videos where I'm, you know, where I'm not full of myself and I'm feeling terrible. So yeah, I'm feeling really good, and I realise that I'm not going to be able to stick to everything 100% because of being on holiday and a whole load of factors like that. But actually trying and having, like I had these moments today where I felt really powerful, that's the really important thing. But I can carry that back to when I get, when I get back to my normal environment and I can control things better, I can say there's a kind of a consistency in my actions, and my feelings about myself will be up there. And it's all about continuing to kind of bring out this inner power in me, and the more I bring it out, it's like it comes out to say hello. It keeps surfacing like almost every day at the moment, not the last couple of days, but really quite often. So what I want is that for that to come out more and more and more, and then just to be how I feel like all the time, and that's really possible. So yeah, another really exciting day. So I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.